Hello,
Hunnigan, what
everyone.
happened? The transmission got cut off.
Hunnigan, honey, where are you? I need my photos
So,
now.
how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her.
Well, you don't seem very well
Oh,
informed
yes.
then
I let
of
our
your own
miserable
castle.
insects out for some
Maybe you
exercise
should put some
down in the
cameras in.
sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter in another life.
Anyway, hi everyone. Oops. Let's see. Yes. Lots of ammo. Lots and lots of ammo. So, what can we talk about tonight, me wonders? Anyway, hi Eccentric Doggo as well. Thank you for showing up before the stream started. And apologies for not starting like beforehand. Alright, gotta save here because they have Scooby-Doo traps and giant moving statues in the castle, but not cameras. Absolutely. Funny because the joke is he has almost no ammo. Ha ha ha. Anyway, hi Shane. Thank you for showing up as well. That sound already does not give me confidence. Oh, that was fucking fast. Oh boy. How the hell can I hold a conversation in this? Oh, okay. You need to join the meeting immediately, sorry. Okay. Well, the stream just started, so you just need to find when I start moving, and then you can just come back and watch where I'm up to. But thanks for saying hi, at least. If you're able to come back, I hope to see you again soon. So Top Gear top tip, best not to dawdle in the sewers, run past enemies when you can. You remember doing that when you played. I shall keep that in mind. Once I can get over the noise. Don't mind if I do. Also, the enemies are invisible, so have fun. Yep. Good thing you told me. Ah, you little fucker. Ah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, that's not fair. Want more? Ah, little shitbag. Oh, that's new. Oh, shit a brick. I just started. Ah. Ah, what the hell? Where'd you come from? Ah, where are you? Ah, you little shitbag! Disgusting piece of filth! Ah, come on! Why don't we take a chill pill for a tick? Accurate representation of the recording room. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, was that a bug? Or was that just water dripping? There's a bug. Now, where the fuck am I? That's where I was. Bloody hell. Just 1 second, I forgot to turn chat on properly. It needs to be live chat. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's better. Oh, shit. I didn't even get time to talk about what I wanted to talk about tonight. Will I ever? Who knows? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I think this is the first time I've properly just started walking in this area. Instead of just running! Oh my god, you ugly little fucker! Maybe I should just keep walking. Jesus, how much do you take? This is what I was when I got in here. Oh, hit a break. Lewis's memo. Parasites that can control the host. Lovely. Might reveal clues about the Las Plagas and the Los Grandos. I don't think we need to read all that right now. I think we're good. Do you have to... Did you really have to do that, Leon? Well, at least I'm finally getting some ammo again. Nice on a stick. I think I see what this room is asking me to do. It's asking me to just die. Oh. Glad we could work that out together. Got a spinel. Oh, bloody hell. Looks like a good time for bowling. I think you're right. Really? Could I have killed them there earlier? You're back? Well, good to see you back. Was a good time. Shit. Okay. I think I've taken for granted how much time you're actually given to do the shit you need to do. What a tease. Now, hang on a minute. An elegant mask. We need an elegant headdress. Really? It's all good, it was just going to be 1 grenade damage, yeah. Something to learn from. Need a purple cat's eye to finish that. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I won't sell it yet. Blue. Need a blue one, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
All good to hear.
What are you selling?
I'm selling a spinel
Is that... Thank you.
and
Is that
velvet
all,
blues.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely a combination piece there.
What are you buying?
Ooh. It will come. These are tempting upgrades. But let's see what else I can do. Firepower I think is alright. Reload speed might be... I don't know. A lot of good upgrades you can make here, to be honest. Capacity's good because it means you can kind of put more ammo into the gun, which leaves more space in your case. Reload speed's good because in intense corners and firefights, reload speed matters a lot. I can't afford firing speed and firepower. And I can't afford that either, so it'd have to be reload or capacity. Whereas on the other hand, yeah, I can't afford that either. Reload speed or capacity. Okay, not really a whole lot I can do. So maybe... Well, why don't I check what I can
What are
buy?
you buying?
Can't buy that. Don't need these. Rocket launcher. That looks good, but it might not be worth getting yet. At this point. Can't really justify it.
Come back anytime.
I'll save my money. Spooky. Oh, this is actually the area from before. That's why he moved. Yep. I definitely don't need to be here again. I don't like that music. Castellan Manor. Salazar family served the Castellans of this castle. However, not everything is bright for my ancestry has a dark past. There's a religious group that had deep roots in this region called the Los Illuminados. The first Castellan took away their rights and powers. As a follower of the religion, I felt it was my duty as well as responsibility to atone for that. You knew the best way to atone was to give power back to those we once took it from. Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? As expected, it took time, but we rejuvenated the once sealed Las Plagas. The reason why I released the Las Plagas from deep under the castle and gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would make better use of this power to help save the world. Yeah, good luck with that. To save those that have sinned the way it was meant to be. Once cleansed, they become one of the many Ganados. They will find their reason to live. And after the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he has envisioned, the sins of my Salazar family will be atoned for. Interesting. Horribly misguided, I should add, but interesting nonetheless. I think a boss fight is on the way for me. I don't think that's meant to happen. This is where I was before. No, why didn't you put it in with the yellow and green, my ADHD? Well, it's because I wanted different levels of healing, so I wanted to have at least a minor heal, a normal heal, slightly higher, and then maximum. So I'm balancing it out. Yo, Cohen, thanks for showing up to the stream. It's been an intense roller coaster already, just from this. You fucking dirtbag. In work, can't chat much. Be sure. Ah! Be sure to kill the red guy before he gets away. Okay. I could catch up to him. Oh dear. I see why. Yep. Looks like I gotta deal with it. Oh, come on! Come on, really? There. That wasn't as bad as it could have been worse, at least. It's annoying because I was trying to catch up with that guy and then got stopped by this dickhead with a mace. And then lo and behold. There. You can't quite remember, but you think if I got him before he reaches the bottom floor, he dropped something. Yeah, it's the gallery key. Unless there's a new thing he dropped. But I saw the sparkling thing on his chest, and I'm like, okay, I'll try to grab it. And then just didn't. Okay. Single head. 3 crucifixes. And 2 hanged women. The sacrifice of 6 lives shall make way the true path. Okay. Oh well, enjoy the puzzle now. Yeah. So it would be... Okay, that's just back to where we were. So it has to make 6. So obviously there's 4. So I need at least 2 1s and 2 2s. And that should be 6. Props for the best for you, given your mood is best described as being checked out. Yeah. By the way, you should be doing your fucking reps, you big baby. Do your reps. Okay, so there's 1 there. 1 there. Nope. Nope. Got it. See? How good am I?
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, las plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, You're going down.
Get rid of our American friend.
I'll read the comments first before I continue. Am I going to look up the solution to the sliding puzzle with Ashley? You heard if I mess it up too much, you can get soft locked. Well, I'll see how I go first before deciding that. And if I do decide I'm stuck, I'll probably... Well, I can either ask chat for help and therefore actually get some engagement on the video, or I can just look it up on my phone. Oh, come on. Ah, fuck's sake. Alright. Where are you guys? Jesus. Oh my god, can you cut me some slack, please? Ah, you little shitbag! Oh my god, man. Can they stop fucking gagging in my ear, please? Log, you ain't doing Twitch Plays Pokemon with that sliding puzzle. Yeah. You're a real fucking sport, Shane. Thanks for that. Hmm. Haha, you're welcome. What's this lion face thing you're doing? What the hell does that even mean? I fucking knew it. Yeah! The one time I didn't have my fucking shotgun. Try me again, motherfuckers. Being the chief. Chief says lion face when he ... threes. Okay. Well, forgive me for forgetting about that. And of course. Ah! Jesus Christ! That was close! Fucking hell, man. That was fucking elite. That was fucking perfectly timed. Oh, shit, brick. I almost got completely owned, but it was... it was well done, I must say. I'd say I did pretty well with that. Rocket launcher screamer? Yeah, just a bit. There's another door that opened. Where can I find that? That's that door. This door. Alright, that'll take me to a new area, so I think I'll go down here. Okay, that's what it does. Well, cool to know. Alright, running low on shotgun ammo, so I think I'm gonna carry the red 9 with me a bit more. Okay. Well, I guess while we have a little bit of time to ourselves, so there's a thing that happens on Twitter. I guess it's time we talk a little bit about how social media often causes people to get swept up in emotions and hysteria and makes things a bit more difficult to pass through in terms of what's true and what's merely opinion. I wonder if I could get the pros to show up again. Probably not. So one of those things that proves that, and I'll even be charitable and say this is not a thing unique to one side of any issue, but it is a general trend of social media where you see the initial news drop about something, and oh, and you make certain judgment calls based on your gut reaction, right? I think this is true for literally everyone, just by the nature of social media, because you're more inclined to believe at face value what someone is saying about any given topic. With that said, with that in mind, I think a lot of people are getting swept up in the hysteria around that British VTuber Mimi Yanagi, right? And I don't mind admitting that I've reacted to the news based on my own initial gut reaction too. I think this is fair to say of everyone, right? Don't think it's specifically one side's problem. What I will say regarding the video I put out that I've unlisted is, upon reflection regarding that issue, is there an item over there? Don't think so. It is not the best advice on my part to immediately say unequivocally supporting someone when the information available to us is not that extensive. Like, you only get so much information just from the internet on these issues, especially a contentious one. Oh boy, this feels like it's gonna need a lot of my attention, so I'm just gonna put the controller down for just a minute before I get stuck in somewhere and be like, how do I progress? So with the Mimi Yanagi video I put out, there, over the past 24 hours or so, there's been a case of mass hysteria on social media from people because of a Kiwi Farms thread, where they allegedly found all the accounts, and this is before I go, how do I play? Yeah, that's an inside joke for anyone watching. And that's the key word here. The thread is declaring that they have found all of Mimi Yanagi's accounts. And of those accounts, it's alleged that Mimi Yanagi is actually a male who transitioned into being a woman, right? That's one of the allegations spurring from that. Whether or not that's true, I don't know right now, so I'm just going off the assumption that it isn't true until proven otherwise. And the evidence they're using for this is they're linking a bunch of accounts together based on like numbers and I think one word that's related between these accounts. These are like eBay accounts and I think Pixiv accounts. I don't know. It's a bunch of accounts the thread is alleging that Mimi Yanagi is all of those accounts at once. Uh, the problem I have with that is it's not hard evidence. It's circumstantial evidence, specifically because if we're talking numbers like 64, it's like, okay, 64 can mean anything, right? It could be a reference to the Nintendo 64. It could just be someone's favorite video game console. It's not uncommon for that to happen, right? So, and one of the other stronger claims. Well, I say stronger, but it's more like strongly worded claims, not stronger in terms of like validity and evidence. But there's the claim that Mimi Yanagi's tastes involve like bestiality and stuff like that. There was someone who did a deep dive into specifically what Mimi Yanagi was looking at on Pixiv, and the evidence based on that person's like investigation is that it's Pokemon related. It's not actually like real animals, right? In other words, it's furry stuff. The other accounts include, God, what's one of the other accusations they make? Apparently, they're trying to make a connection because Mimi's a VTuber. They're trying to make a connection with the. So, there's a trend in VTubing where you have artists that do the design of your character and they do the rigging of your character. In VTubing, these are called your mama and your papa, your parents, basically, your creators. And Kiwi Farms is trying to say, oh, this is evidence of Mimi role playing as like the child of her mum, kind of thing. But in actuality, that's a VTuber thing in general. That doesn't have any other sexual connotations to it. It's just literally saying this is the person who created my VTuber model. That's what that means, right? There's other stuff like fanfiction stuff about another VTuber like Gura Saba, kind of thing, and they're basically taking what is otherwise considered like regular like lolicon dialogue in these texts, and they're using that to just say, oh, Mimi's definitively a pedophile because we found this very obviously fetishistic like dialogue, the story that was written, kind of thing. Now, the reason I've unlisted that video is because of my use of the word unequivocally. Now, like I was saying about the social media thing and how it leads you to react on your gut feeling first before asking other questions, right? And again, that goes for myself, that goes for other people talking about it, that goes for Kiwi Farms, it goes for and it will go for Mike Hollow as well, because he is doing a debate later today or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. He's doing a live stream about this VTuber, and he invited me onto this stream, and ultimately I have decided to decline the invitation for a number of reasons. For personal reasons, obviously, he always streams at a really bad hour for me, so it's not good for my sleep schedule, and it's not good for my mental health to do that, because I learnt my lesson from the DOA stream that not getting enough sleep and then waking up very early in the morning does not make for a very cool temper, right? And given how contentious and serious this issue is, it's obviously going to raise a lot of temperatures. But ultimately, the reason I gave him as to why I declined the stream is because no matter what argument I lay out in front of, let's say, one half of the debate panel, as we're calling it, the mass hysteria that's been generated by the Kiwi Farms thread will make it impossible for me to say anything that won't just be used as ammo against me. Everything I say will fall on deaf ears. Good idea, and what's even there to talk about? There's stuff to talk about, but the main problem I believe is going to face Mike on this stream is, although he promised that he would moderate the panel closely in terms of like preventing people from interrupting each other and from making baseless accusations about one side or the other, specifically people coming into the call saying, basically throwing out the pedophilia accusations left and right without any basis, basically being disruptive for the sake of it. I don't believe, based on past streams I have seen from Mike's channel, or from the streams I participated on, it's my opinion that I don't think he'll be able to moderate it properly. Now, that's my prediction. Maybe he'll prove me wrong, and if he does prove me wrong, that's perfectly fine, right? But given what I know about the Kiwi Farms thread so far, given what I know about the very obvious bias Kiwi Farms has against people like Chibi Reviews, VTubers, anime as a whole, etc., and given the amount of people I've seen and the frequency of their arguments I've seen on social media regarding this whole bloody debate about people like Mimi Yanagi, I do not believe there is a discussion to be had with these kinds of people. I ultimately think it is fruitless to argue with people who insist up and down that going after fictional drawings is just as important as going after abusers of real children. Those people cannot be reasoned with, and there are many examples of those kinds of people who turn out to have their own very, very dark skeletons in their own closets, including related issues of sexual abuse of children. And yes, there are documented cases of this happening, so this is not me pulling it out of my ass. There are people who have compilations of this happening. The biggest profile example would be a guy named EDP4445, I think his full name was. He was one of many content creators who came out saying Lolicon is pedophilia. Only within a couple of weeks after him saying that, he was caught trying to solicit sexual relations with the minor. So I'd be very careful with the kind of bedfellows you make with this kind of debate. I'd be very careful with the kind of people you let on for any debate about that. That'd be my advice anyway. So to get back to my video specifically, why did I unlist it, and why is it specifically the unequivocal part that I am walking back? It's because relying on my gut feeling without all the evidence will just leave egg on my face, basically. It is better for me to wait and see for information first before I make any definitive statements, especially about a high-profile arrest like this one. But at the end of the day, I will emphasize that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This is a principle this is a guiding principle of the Western world that I believe is incredibly sacred, and it must be upheld, even for people who it's very easy to just throw under the bus willy-nilly and not have anyone supporting that person. Crazy Fearless, thanks for joining the stream. Correction, he was caught trying to solicit relations with a minor again. Oh my god, so EDP tried more than once to do that. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Just taking my headphones off for a tick so I can let my head cool down a bit. Because headphones make your head stuffy and my ears hot. So I'm making doubly sure to be careful about statements of support on my channel, specifically because I don't want to end up in a situation where I'm forced to defend something that I can't defend, right? But of course, that shouldn't be a problem for me, because the guiding principle I have is internally consistent. The guiding principle in this case being that fiction is fiction, and unless proven otherwise, should not be censored because of personal disgust or offense about the fiction in question. So there are a bunch of questions about this case, and I strongly encourage anyone watching this, or anyone in the chat, or anyone who's on my side, or anyone who's against my side, I would strongly encourage everyone, genuinely, to please exercise some critical thinking regarding this case. This is especially important because the Kiwi Farms thread, in my opinion, is a tactic in a propaganda war, to put it one way. I believe the oversimplification and summaries about that thread are leading to certain misunderstandings about the content in question that Kiwi Farms is alleging is the criminal stuff. And I think it's important, even for people on my side, to apply that critical thinking to any of the allegations in that thread. Specifically, are these actually Mimi Yanagi's accounts? Yes or no? Specifically, there's another thing as well that they're alleging with the Pixiv account. Mimi Yanagi has followed a lot of people on Pixiv, right? And one of the artists that Mimi was following had previously done Rule 34 artwork of a character from a show called Lazy Town, which used real life actresses, like child actresses, in the show. Now, the question then still arises. There are plenty of questions that still arise, right? One, is this guilt by association, yes or no? Two, did Mimi have any contact with this artist at all? Three, did Mimi express support or like or repost or whatever that particular art piece that uses a real life child as inspiration? These are all questions that you should be asking. These are things you should all be asking yourself, because again, critical thinking is really important, right? And again, this goes for literally everyone who might be listening to this stream. Everyone should be doing this. Everyone should be applying critical thinking and not just immediately jumping the gun. And that's true for me as well, right? So we have to ask ourselves like a lot of questions And I don't think it's worthwhile going through all the questions I have about this case on stream, because it's very easy for anyone watching it to take what I'm saying out of context, right? Crazy Fearless says it is guilt by association. From what you've heard, she only liked one image from that artist, and it wasn't the Lazy Town one. Yeah, that aligns with what I know so far as well. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So far, I believe it is guilt by association, based on what little evidence there is to make such an assertion, right? Because one thing you'd have to ask as well. It's like, because everyone's bringing him up. It's the Shadman scenario, right? So Shadman had a lot of associations with a lot of people, including Oni Plays and a bunch of other YouTubers and content creators like Mr. Beast as well. Because Shadman was very much like a foundational artist in like Newgrounds and just internet culture in general, right? There are the biggest point of contention for a lot of people is that he drew artwork based on Keemstar's daughter. Now, you could apply some critical thinking as to whether or not, like, I don't know, what was the artwork sexual in nature, or was it just a regular image, and the point of him drawing it was to troll Keemstar? I don't know, right? Like even if we put aside that critical thinking, the vast majority of people say this is a line you shouldn't be crossing. You should even be teasing this because it's really like a really slippery slope kind of thing, right? And it's because of that issue with Keemstar that he had that a lot of people are assuming that Shadman was arrested and thrown in prison because of producing CSAM, but that's not actually why he got in trouble with the law. He got in trouble because he was addicted to heroin, right? Now, is what Shadman do with Keemstar's daughter, was that bad? Obviously, it was a bad thing. He was flirting with a line that really should not be flirted with. You should not be doing that, obviously. So I obviously don't agree with him doing that. Does that mean then that everyone that associated with Shadman in the past is also guilty? Of course not, right? How would they know at the time? Because you got to remember as well, like 10 or 12 years ago, we were in like the edgiest part of the internet, right? So something like that would be suggested in the era of edge. Now, it crossed a lot of lines with people, as it probably should be crossing a lot of lines with people. But obviously, context is important to consider. And it's pretty safely agreed upon that what Shadman did was in the wrong. Even if he didn't actually draw anything, which I know he did draw something, obviously. But merely threatening to draw it is already like a hard no from people. Even threatening to do it, it's like, okay, no, I can't support that. Please don't do that. It's disgusting and will get you in a lot of trouble, right? He got hit with charges of assault with a deadly weapon alongside drug charges, you think? Yeah, that's another thing I heard as well. Yeah. Shadman was clearly a mentally unstable individual. So it would make sense from that unstable perspective that he would flirt with the idea of drawing, using real kids as inspiration for artwork, which is no, don't do that. Another like, we can use another example about this as well. I might get the name of this particular artist wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a transgender artist by the name of Assigned Male Comics. I don't know if you've heard of that one, but that's not a good person. That is really not a good person, and I'll explain why. So the problem with Assigned Male Comics, and I don't know, like so I used to watch a podcast called The Lotus Eaters. This involved Sargon of Akkad and a bunch of his British co-hosts. right? I don't know why they hosted this content. I think they never should have put it on screen for any reason whatsoever. But they ended up, but what was shown is Assigned Male Comics, Soygoon. I know. He's not the important part of the story. The important part is what Assigned Male Comics did. Allegedly, Assigned Male Comics used a real life photo of a baby wearing a nappy. If you don't know what that means, a nappy is a diaper, right? If you live in America. Allegedly, Assigned Male Comics used a real photo of a baby wearing a nappy and using that as inspiration for a diaper fur fetish piece. Now, it should go without saying that that is fucking repugnant in every sense of the word. That's fucking disgusting. And yeah, you probably should get arrested for that one, in my opinion. That's a pretty clear-cut case, right? Now, does this apply to... Oh, now you remember what I'm referring to, and yeah, that's fucking nasty. Yeah, that was fucking repulsive. Like, I couldn't believe anyone would do that. Like, oh my fucking god, right? And there's a whole... Oh my god, and don't even... God, do you guys even remember the fucking Sarah Nyberg bloody situation? I remember that. Oh my god. That was a whole thing where Nyberg was basically doing blog posts about how he was obsessed with his 8-year-old cousin, and oh, fuck's sake, man. It's so gross. It's so fucking gross. Anyway, that was a whole fucking thing, and oh my god. And I remember I think one of the worst parts about that Nyberg case is someone, it was a leftist, a father. He decided for whatever reason to, as a sign of support for Sarah Nyberg, he posted a photo of his own daughter and tagged him in it. That came around when Gamergate happened, didn't it? Yeah, a little bit after that. A little bit after Gamergate. But I remember seeing the Nyberg stuff over a decade ago. And I remember seeing the fucking screenshot of a guy saying, "Hey, basically Sarah Nyberg, I'm sorry you're going through this. Have this photo so that you'll feel better." And it's a photo of him and his daughter. I'm like, you sick fucking cunt. You deserve to have custody of your children taken away from you for doing that. What the actual fuck are you thinking? You disgusting freak. Don't you ever fucking post pictures of your own fucking children and tag it with a pedophile. Are you fucking mad? Oh my god, man. It's just, ugh. I couldn't fucking believe it at the time. I'm like, why would you do this? Especially if you knew the allegations. If you knew about the allegations that were happening, why would you do that? Like, actually, why would you do that? You stupid fucking retard. That's crazy, even if he didn't believe the accusations. What kind of idiot would send a pic of their daughter to someone accused of being a pedo? Exactly. Like, no. Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. If I caught you in real life doing that, I would actually just fucking throttle you. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but you know what I mean. Right? Do not post pictures of your children on the internet. Seriously, don't do it. Because especially with the advent of AI generation and using photos to generate as part of the AI generation, it's easier now more than ever for people to use pictures of your children and putting them in that. Like, don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. It not only it not only will weigh on your conscience, it'll also make your children's lives very difficult, especially when they're adults. Don't do it. Just actually don't do it. So with that extra context in mind, the question then comes back to Mimi Yanagi. Did Mimi Yanagi do any any of the stuff that I was talking about with like Shadman, Nyberg, etc.? That's one of the things about waiting and seeing, right? I don't know, because the evidence that has been presented so far from Kiwi Farms has not definitively put Mimi in one of those categories. But Kyle, they need those sick upvotes. The things people would do for fucking clout on social media is astounding. It really is. It's fucking sickening. It really is. But yeah, that so that's basically everything I wanted to say so far about that case. If more information comes out that suggests Mimi was solely arrested for just the drawings, so in the scenario where there is no new evidence to say, and I'm talking about it from the police's perspective, not from Kiwi Farms' perspective, because we got to remember Kiwi Farms is extremely biased against anime, against lolicons, against VTubers, against Chibi reviews, stuff like that. Like, they have an extreme bias, so they're obviously going to twist whatever they find in order to confirm their bias, right? That's just the nature of biases, right? That's just how it works. I'm not interested in playing into biases. I'm trying to find the truth in this situation, right? And if the truth of the matter is that Mimi was arrested and the only evidence is drawings, so there's no evidence, if there is no evidence of any real life inspiration found for anything, if there is no guilt by association to be found, as in like being an accomplice to someone, if there's no evidence of being an accomplice to someone else's production of CSAM, stuff like that, if there's no evidence, then yes, my support would be unequivocal in that specific scenario. It has to meet my criterion of evidence. It has to be evidence-based. Very, very important. This topic can be the back burner, but you found out the reasons why people hated the prison school manga ending. Okay, we can get to that. I think I already know what the manga ending is, but yeah, we'll talk about that. I just wanted to wrap up what I was saying with this Mimi thing. So, in the scenario that the evidence does not support the allegation that real people were harmed in the production of these images that Mimi sourced or commissioned or what have you, then my support does not waver from that, because I believe evidence and innocence until proven guilty is extremely important, right? If it is discovered that Mimi Yanagi did possess CSAM, and obviously when I say CSAM, I mean real children, obviously. If there is real evidence of that, then yes, obviously I would withdraw my support, because I do not support that stuff. Obviously. So I will apologize for jumping the gun in the video. I will apologize for making a definitive statement as opposed to a preliminary statement. But what I'll apologize for my gut feeling taking over my reason. What I will not apologize for with that video is the underlying principle from which I made my statements. And that underlying principle is that fiction is fiction. It should not be censored. It should not be regulated by governments. People should not be arrested just for drawings, no matter how repulsive you may find them, or even I may find them, right? Because it is my opinion that the Western world is currently in a decline in terms of freedoms. And this is just one of the many avenues of which authoritarians, whether it's in government or in NGOs or in lobby groups or in activist groups, it's one of the many, many vectors of attack that they are exploiting to further erode our freedoms. No one should have to apologize for presuming someone's innocence, even if they're later found to be guilty. I get that, and I do agree. I'm not apologizing for assuming Mimi is innocent until proven guilty. Like absolutely, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm only apologizing for, I guess, making assumptions too early. You know? Like, the assumption I was making was that she's not guilty, right? But obviously, we don't know that for certain because this is still a developing case, right? We're still in the early stages of that case. But let's say the scenario is that Mimi is found guilty specifically for possessing CSAM, right? So I'm not talking about a scenario where Mimi is found guilty because of the drawings. I'm talking about being found guilty because of having CSAM on one of her hard drives. This is assuming she's female, by the way. Because now even that's being thrown into question because Kiwi Farms, once again, is doing is engaging in a war of propaganda, right? So I don't even know if Mimi is transgender or not, for certain. So, in the scenario that Mimi is found guilty, not because of the drawings, but because of possession of CSAM, right? Let's assume it is the latter case, and that she is found guilty for possessing actual genuine CSAM. Now, that would change my support for Mimi, but it does not change my underlying principle. Because my underlying principle is, if you cross the line between fantasy and reality, then the obvious answer has been, and always will be, condemnation and a retraction of support. Because obviously, no good moral human being would support the abuse and exploitation of children. Unless you're Amos Yee. But if you're Amos Yee, you're not going on YouTube to debate the ethics of asking for parental consent. You're not doing that. No. Go away. I don't want to talk to people like you. You're not worth it. Obviously. Anyway, the point is, even if Mimi is found guilty of a genuine crime, the underlying principle of freedom of speech, the underlying principle of separating fantasy from reality, those are unwavering principles. Unwavering. And they're unwavering because they must be unwavering. I must defend that right. Because if I cannot defend the most repulsive of speech, then I do not then I do not defend or believe in freedom of speech. Oh, excuse me. I must defend it. Because if I don't, then the Western world collapses. That's my genuine fear. Right? As much as I have complaints about the Western world, I am of the Western world. I am a product of the Western world. And there are things about the West that are genuinely beautiful and worth preserving. Such as freedom of speech, right? So I must. This is all stuff. If I took up my college invitation, this is all pretty much what I would have said on his stream anyway. This is what I'm saying right now. What I'm saying right now, I would have said on his stream pretty much. And regarding the innocence until proven guilty thing, for any of the religious people in the chat, we could say, there's a man named Thomas More who is rather famous for saying, in defense of innocence until proven guilty, that even the devil must be given his dues. Even the devil must be given a fair trial, kind of thing. Now, obviously, when you talk about the devil, that's like the embodiment of all evils, right? And that would include pedophilia, obviously. And yet Thomas More was unwavering in his belief that even the devil himself must be given a fair trial. He must be presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's a cornerstone of Western philosophy. It's a cornerstone. It is what allows the rule of law to exist in the first place. Because without innocent until proven guilty, what do you get? You get trials, you get witch trials, you get mob justice, vigilante justice, you get tyranny and anarchy. Like that can't happen. I'm sorry. I can't allow that to happen. I can't just throw away my principles out of convenience because someone makes me uncomfortable. I can't. It just would not sit right with me. That's not the kind of world I want to live in. Not the kind of values I want to pass on to people. All right. I'll start to wrap up. Basically, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Apply some critical thinking, regardless of where you find yourself on an issue. Apply critical thinking always. And please separate fiction from reality. I feel much better already. Getting that off my chest, because I really needed to. An indentation. 2 moons make 1.
Mr. Kennedy. Still alive, I see. So,
Sorry to
you like
disappoint
my
you.
garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats? If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
I'm sure that won't be important later. Excellent, now let's talk prison school. Okay. Hit me with the information, Shane. Why do you think people did not like the manga ending for prison school? Because I'm pretty sure I have an idea, but obviously if there's other information I'm not aware of, by all means, please tell me. Velvet blue. What about perfect blue? Ah, yeah, you little fucking mutt, fuck you! Are you snoring or are you growling? Man, that is really annoying. Oh, there you are. You know, I think I'm good with you staying there. Okay, never mind. You just invited yourself. Ah, fuck! I hate shaking my stick. Ah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck my life. Apparently it's a host of things. One of the common ones is that the school festival arc went on for way too long. It turns out that Chio, the main love interest, was evil all along. Yeah, I do remember hearing something about Chio being evil, which I think is really fucking shitty. Because the other thing I heard is that it's a bad ending. Like, not... Well, obviously it's a bad ending in terms of, like, the quality of writing, but I mean bad ending as in, like, the heroes lose bad ending as well. That's what I heard. Yep. I saw that. She became the school president and hated men all along, which is really dumb. Come on, man. That's so fucking shit. That sucks. How's that fun? You fucking faked me out, you little shit. I knew there was one, I didn't think the other one would come out. Fucking assholes. How appropriate. Oh, fucking hell, man. This is so stressful. I think the shotgun would be better, to be honest. Also, the author was butthurt that people liked his gag manga instead of his artsy music manga, allegedly. Considering the fickle nature of artists, I can believe that. Unfortunately, that's just what happens when you make a really, really funny fucking story. What can I say? If you have a really good sense of humor, people are gonna like it. And for what it's worth, I really enjoyed prison school. But ever since I heard... Ah! Oh my god, why are there 4 of you? Fuck out of my way, you mutt. I only have enough for one more volley. The shotgun's safer. I've got to keep it. You loved it too, but hearing about the ending makes you not want to read it. Yeah, that's my position as well. I really hate that about certain manga. Like, I've heard, for example, let's see, I've heard, for example, the Chainsaw Man manga had a bad ending. And that's really put a damper on my interest in reading that. Like, maybe... Like, apparently the movie's really good, but... Really? Ugh, this is fucking intense, I'm not gonna lie. Nope. Thank you for your patience. Jesus, you're a tough cookie, aren't you? Thank God for more fucking shells. Oh man, you're loud. I don't know where you are. Ah, oh, that was fucking loud. That was really fucking loud. Jesus, you're a fucking tough one. Get lost! What are you doing? Christ on a stick. I'm gonna assume that's all of them, by the way. Oh, man. Kiyoshi just keeps regressing as a character, apparently. Kiyoshi's the guy with the funny faces, right? With the glasses. Yeah, I could believe that. Sadly. Yeah, it was all a dream ending, and he justifies it because a movie people liked did it, so why not him too? Could I stop being scared? It's kind of cringy. No. If I'm scared, it's because I'm immersed. Oh, of course. Jesus. Ah! Fuck off! No, Kiyoshi's the main character with blue hair. Oh, right. You're right. I forgot. It's been a while. It's been many years since I've read Prison School. So forgive me for forgetting. Don't mind if I do. You know, one thing I will say about Kroby Cat's video, the tension you feel with having to turn your camera with the same stick that you use to move. Really effective. Really effective horror technique. Ooh, the red gem. Good thing I came back for that. Nope, not forgiven. How could I forget Gakuto? Yeah. Where are you? You. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There's a door there. Another one here. Yep, that's right. There's the door. Okay. Nope. Wrong door. Oh, good thing I came here anyway. Don't mind if I do. I'll definitely take that on board. I hear Leon breathing. I don't like that. I think I'm actually done in the maze. So what did I think of the whole "it was a dream" ending for Chainsaw Man? Yeah, honestly, that, like, to quote the great Hirohiko Araki, the author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, "Give me back my fucking time you stole from me." That's my statement on that. Because he said the same thing about dream endings. He had the exact same complaint. He said, I hate it was all a dream endings because it wastes all the investment. Here we go.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry.
Why'd your accent not...
Lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
No, bitch. Oh, fuck. Bitch got moves.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
So she's working for Wesker, and I'm meant to believe she's a good guy? Jesus Christ, a whole hour since I saved. Fucking hell. The author's reasoning for making that ending is really dumb. Yeah, using using the excuse of, oh, other movies did it, why can't I, is really flimsy, because I'm pretty sure when other movies use it, people don't like that either. So I don't know. Don't do that, maybe. Based JoJo author, yeah, he's based. His fan base is not. Rion, long time no see. Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like, Ada, you sound a little too American. Where's your with your racist Asian accent that's not racist because it's done by an actual Asian woman. That therefore it's authentic. It's authentically racist. Also, Twitter needs to not be racist to me, the new Ada. It's like, yeah, guys, I may have made my whole thing with being cast as Ada about my race, but you're not allowed to make it about my race. Only I'm allowed to do it. It's like, okay, whatever you say, bitch. Like, imagine actually believing that and thinking you're not retarded. Ooh, welcome. Nope. Yes. Mirror with pearls and rubies. What can I combine that with, I wonder? Female intruder. Feboid intruder. You will be racist? Oh, how could you say such a thing? Seems to be a female intruder. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe she's the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. May have had him retrieve the sample before the Americans. It's obvious her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she can establish contact with Lewis. There's a reason to believe she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be answered. The female. After we capture her, Sarah will no longer be a concern. As long as we retrieve the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. I see. I have a lot of ammo, so we'll operate with that.
Welcome.
Good to be back.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger.
Welcome. I have a new selection from Temu, stranger.
What are you buying?
It comes with IP address snatching as well. Well, let's see what you have first.
What are you buying?
Broken butterfly, yep. Still no first aid spray. Wow. Mine thrower, rocket launcher. I could afford the rocket launcher, but you're better off saving that for, like, near the end.
What are you selling?
What am I selling indeed? Well, first we'll sell these.
Is that Thank you. Is that
that?
Thank you.
That looks like it combines with something, but I wonder what. I'm not buying anything.
What are you buying?
Well, I should probably buy... capacity and firepower. I think capacity would be worth getting.
Is that all?
Makes
Thank you.
Makes it worthwhile.
Is that all, stranger?
Reload speed would be good from this one. TMP. How about the red 9? If I recall correctly, I don't know how many pew pew enthusiasts there are. Oh, alright, jokes aside, gun enthusiasts from America. But if I recall correctly, this is the Mauser, like the World War I Mauser, or at least something equivalent to it. It's just called the Red 9 here, because I think Mauser was trademarked, I think. Hmm. I think capacity is fine for now. We'll leave that alone. Reload speed. I mean, it should be fine. Like, reload speed's almost at max, even. Firing speed is almost at max. Firepower. Should probably do
Is that all,
firepower.
stranger?
I'll
Thank
do
you.
that just so I have 2.1 calculation. Looks like the German gun that those people used in World War II, lol. You believe the 9mm variant of the C96 was actually nicknamed the Red 9. Ah, I see. Okay. I wouldn't know too much about that because obviously guns are heavily restricted in my countries and I don't have a license, so I haven't used one, so I wouldn't know. If we lived in a real country, I'd be allowed to because
What are you buying?
self-defense is a right.
What are you buying?
I mean, if I don't upgrade, then it's just a waste of money, so I may as well just upgrade something. Like, firepower from the shotgun is still pretty good, even at this level. So maybe... That's quite powerful as well. Maybe some more Red 9 upgrades, let's see. Well, I can't do that.
Is that all?
We'll do that. Okay.
Thank you.
That'll do.
Come back anytime.
I shall. Alright, that's the next area, so we're not going to do that. We are going to do this. Nope. I hear footsteps. I think. Nope, it's just music. A dessert to cherish our remaining years. Meat to savor the time at hand. What happens if I ring that bell? This part you got stuck on a few times, so that bodes well, doesn't it? But I'll do fine, you say. So is it the time to maybe discuss Daigo versus Minna RD, perhaps? Only if you guys promise me that you have seen the match already. Because I did kind of... I did say I might do a stream about that, and maybe I should have, but I didn't. Okay, so that's actually a puzzle. Okay. Yeah. So, if everyone who has cared to see it has seen it, I will talk about it. You've seen it? Okay. I know Shane... I've already told Shane about the outcome. He doesn't care, so... Okay. So, because I mentioned at the end of last stream. Yeah, I did mention I wanted to talk about it. I didn't mention the outcome. But yes, you're right. I did mention it. And I will say, I was going to do a stream about it, but I think I've decided against it because the because Daigo and Mena, especially Daigo, has talked at length already about his thoughts on that match, so it would kind of feel presumptive for me to do like a full analysis. But I don't know, maybe if there's enough demand to watch it, I'll reconsider. Hey, it's not that you don't care, you're just gonna follow it much. I guess so. Shoot the wine. Pew pew the wine. Okay. Oh, interesting. Wow. Thank you for that. Oh, you... You can't see me on screen right now, but I'm very cross at chat right now. I'm very angry at you, Shane. I'm not happy with you, Shane. Okay. We'll talk about the Daigo versus Meta RD match after I don't die. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll be fine, no worries. Well, never mind that. Fuck's sake. Okay. We're gonna check that other door first before I go to that room. Alright, I've splattered the wine. Yep, you're open. I want to check this door first. Leon? Leon! Yeah, I should have come here first. I was fine. Yeah, I was. He stepped out for a moment. Did Mr. Garador manage to get ahead? Yeah. Yeah, I got decapitated. I was fine until I died. Is that what they were called? Yeah, I think they were called Garadors. You know, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Ugh, pardon me. Jesus Christ, that was close. Just when I thought, oh, I haven't seen a snake in these crates, surely they wouldn't be in a pot. Lo and behold, thank God it didn't fucking attack me. Now, I get the feeling if I proceed here... Quietest sneeze ever? Yeah, it's called muting the microphone. that looks like progress, so I'll just come back to this other room. Kept you waiting, huh? The snake right before lunching at Leon. Yeah, I've had that before. Let me just blow my nose one tick. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, that's not fair. I didn't even approach it. Ah, yeah, you little fucker. And yeah. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Hourglass with gold decor. You can tell with adaptive difficulty that it makes encounters a lot easier. Even though... Yeah, I think that's one thing that, while I understand why RE4 does it, if it were up to me, I would not have adaptive difficulty, personally. And there's actually a full-blown fucking area now. You kind of want to replay this game now. Dude, it's so fucking fun. It's so fun. Sorry, that's my chair. Actually, is there a map I can check? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright. So where is this? This is... Alright. Right in front of the diner. Yeah, I had a way easier time than you did. Lol. Did I go into that open door I unlocked? I guess not. It'd be this room, I'm guessing, because there's no progress to make. Ooh, Magnum ammo. I don't use the Magnum, but cool. Okay. I assume it'd be this room. This one. Oh, I know which door you're talking about. Excuse me. The one that I broke the lock. I'll go back to that now. Oh, isn't this where the maze was? Yeah, it is. Because if I do that... No. Booey. Oh well. It's just a shortcut to the save room. Oh, okay. I should probably do that then, shouldn't I? Is that a pot I can destroy? It is not. Just checking. Hmm. You gotta go. It was nice talking to me. Well, thanks for showing up, Crazy Fearless. I think you might have... I think I might have seen your name before in a previous stream, but... Well, if you have shown up before, but not often, then I apologize for forgetting you, but thank you for showing up. And I hope to see you again in a different stream, actually. That's what I hope for everyone I encounter, if I have a good experience with them. Ah, yes, it is. Alright, we'll do that. You can see... I was talking about the controls of this game earlier, and you can see why this was developed with the GameCube in mind. Because, like, this camera, for example. This camera was specifically designed for that C-stick. That really crappy C-stick. So it's not meant to be a reliable method of seeing where you're going. It prefers if you did this. It prefers you use... Like, you can play with the D-pad, obviously, for example, but it's designed with the 8 notches on the GameCube controller in mind for, like, accurate, specific movements. I think that's really cool, honestly. Right, now this is where I have to be. Would have been nice to play the fixed camera angle version of RE4, you mean? There wasn't... I mean, there kind of was a fixed camera version of this game, but it's not... The one time I wish I had a grenade, and I don't. Ugh. I can hear you, I just can't see you. Where'd he go? Oh, where did that fucker go? Yeah. I fucking love that move. Yeah, RE4 actually sections fixed camera in the Japanese version, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. I thought you were talking about as Leon. Okay. Oh, come on, you big fucking baby. What do I eye there? Jesus. Man, and I thought I was a terrible shot. Don't mind if I do, good sir. If I can find a way to make it fit. Whew, let's go. Rotate the grenades and it'll all fit. I'll do that anyway. Oh man, look at this. Beautiful fucking symmetry. Yeah, man, no wonder you're loud in my ear. Lol, eat shit. That's what I fucking thought. Eat shit, you piece of gloop. I see. Alright, now I gotta be really picky about what I grab with me. You do recommend the rocket launcher for one part. I'll see it when I get to it. Yeah, I'm not planning on using it unless I absolutely need to. Because it's the fucking rocket launcher. I can only have so many shots of it. Ooh, hello. Nice. Well, hello there.
Got some rare things on sale, stranger. What are you
Well,
selling?
before that, I'll make a little bit of money.
Is that is that all, stranger? Is that Thank you. What are you buying?
Yes. Oh, I need that. I
Not
need...
enough cash, stranger.
Okay. I need
What are
that
you
case.
selling?
Can I get away with... What can I get away with selling? Let's see what I have just on hand. What can I get away with selling? Sell some of those treasures? Yeah, I sold a couple of them, but I don't know. The gold bangle goes with nothing. Okay, that's good to know. Let's check the treasures then. So, the ruby, I swear, has to combine with something. Headdress has to go with something. These guys go with this. That has two more things. The gold bangle, nothing. Hourglass with gold decor. Surely. Okay. I'll sell the gold bangle at least.
What are you selling?
I'm selling you the gold bangle.
Is that all, stranger?
The bangle, hourglass, and mirror all go with nothing. Okay.
Thank you. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price.
Same with the headdress, you believe. Okay.
Thank you. Ah, thank you.
The redstone set in this headdress has made it one of a kind. Okay. Well, I don't want to sell it if I know it'll be combined later, but I've carried this thing with me throughout the whole game since I got it, so... Maybe I should.
Ah, thank you.
And these guys, I could just leave them for now.
What are you buying? Is
I'll
that
buy
all, stranger?
I'll buy your largest case.
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if I recall,
What are you buying?
that's the biggest case you can have. Oh my god, look at all this beautiful space. Most critical ooh meme. Yeah. Oh man. What would I deign to do? God, this is just beautiful. This is so beautiful to look at. Maybe... Wait, have I been playing without the scope this whole time? Surely not, right? I guess I have been. Well, just show how smart I am, apparently. Let's see. I have an idea. Let's test it. I want to see if I can... Okay. The other gun parts I haven't equipped as well, lol. No, this I've equipped. This I've equipped. Because you can see it there. And on that. So I've definitely equipped those. It was just the scope I didn't equip. Mm. Yeah, that's fine there. To get out of this menu baby board, you will sit there and you will watch my autism play out in, in full force. Thank you very much. Just thinking what else I could put there, to be honest. How about special ammo? Let's sit there for now. And yeah, something like that. Okay. I'm just moving things around, not making any new room. I know, but if it doesn't look proper, then I won't do it. Okay. What time is it? Alright. See if we can start wrapping up soon tonight.
Leon!
How the hell did you get behind me? Well. Okay then.
Lewis!
Well, shit.
have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Lewis.
I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
Lewis! Lewis!
Well. Damn. Bro died. Now who can I talk to about? Now who can I talk to about women now? Okay, well, if I'm gonna end up saving there, then if I do that again, you're coming into that pocket dimension and taking that controller. Lol, that is such a dead meme, Shane. Oh wow, Lewis had the Titan formula for Joker. L. Oh, hello. I see an Ashley symbol there. Okay. Yeah, now who will I have ice cream with? Well, if that's the end of the cutscene, should I end the stream here, or should I get back Ashley at least? Maybe I should at least get back Ashley. Yeah, no, you keep struggling, Ashley. I'm just gonna contemplate quietly what I'm listening to. I don't mind if I do. Yep. You just keep struggling, and I will be left alone with my dark thoughts. Oh, come on, shut up. You will get saved when I order you to. And... Okay, Sandy Cheeks, calm down. Okay, I can't jump down. Makes sense, I would probably die. Okay. What means the pocket dimension's real? Okay. Ashley's a whole section before I get her back. In that case, I should probably stop then, because that could go on for another hour. Which I don't really want to do. Might have to wait till tomorrow, actually. Or whenever I stream again. Okay. Alright. Let's wrap up the stream then. Is that the whole section? That can wait. Oh man, this game's so good! Oh my god. It's way too good. Anyone who says remake is better than this is full of shit. I'm sorry. How can you beat perfection? This is peak Capcom design. This is the kind of game that made people fall in love with Capcom as a company, and for very good fucking reason. I just wish they were like that today, but they're not. So you have to live with what they give you, which sucks. But yeah, well, if you guys have anything you'd like to talk about before I wrap up, just calling out Corey. No, I actually wasn't calling out Corey. I was calling out that. So in the Kroby Cat video, I saw a clip of the guy where he was bald, he was wearing these sunglasses, and he was saying, I think the RE remake is 20 times better, 100 times better than the original. I'll never play the original again. That's what he said. And I'm like, you are a traitor. That's what you are. You're not necessarily a fake fan or a tourist. What you are is a traitor. You're just memeing? Okay. Fair enough, but I'm not. Anyone who says it like with that level of gusto that RE4 remake is better than RE4 original. Anyone who says it with that much enthusiasm, you're a traitor. In my newbie fan opinion, I should say. But yeah, Doggo, I don't know. God, what did you? Nope. Hang on. Nope. That's okay. Fucking up. Hang on. There. Okay. Yeah, you're around. Never mind. You don't have any topics now? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I basically went over what I wanted to say about this whole fucking VTuber situation anyway, because, like I said, I predict that live stream I was invited to be a fucking shit show of the highest order. I don't even know if I'll watch it, to be honest. RE4 asks Fear Hunter approved edition over this old ass game with tank controls. Oh, excuse me. It's fucking Fear Hunter, man. It's not just Fear Hunter that's been ruining Capcom's image, it's those fucking drag queens as well. Do you guys remember those guys? Those fucking drag queens were brought on to promote that co-op shooter game, Exoprimal, and it completely killed any interest, what little interest there was in the West completely. Just no one wanted to touch that with a 10-foot pole because of those guys. You got nothing, you had your feel of being told yeah, or ignored or told to be quiet. I did not ignore you. It just takes me a few seconds to get to the chat messages because I'm either doing something in the game or watching a cutscene. And I only say yeah because you're being a snarky prick, so fuck you. But yeah. You never forgot the famous Capcom trannies, yeah. Oh, they're so bad. They're so bad for the company's image. And they keep bringing them on because they're friends with people in Capcom, or if they're not friends with them, they're certainly fucking ideological allies or comrades in this case. Like literally there was an image going around for Exoprimal where it's like, hey, at Capcom Japan, they're using HoloLive to promote the game. Isn't that cool? Your favorite girls are playing this game. Capcom USA on the meanwhile, hey guys, we do Drag Queen's Children's Storytime Hour. LOL! So quirko. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, and we have Sphere Hunter, who was a porn star. Wacko! So stupid. Exoprimal, never even heard of it. You do remember that drag queens were promoting something. Yeah, it was Exoprimal. It's basically robotic dinosaurs. That's basically the point of the game. You fight robotic dinosaurs. And, well, we know what ended up happening with that, so the game's dead, basically. And even, there was another game they were trying to... She went wacko for a schmacko. Well, that's assuming it's a she, but because it's not. So wacko for a schmacko. But yeah, there's so many like live service games Capcom has put out that just don't have an audience. Winnie the Pooh raises his no eyebrows. Yeah. Yeah, Sphere Hunter's trans, so make of that what you will. Exoprimal failed. Kunitsugami failed as well. The only one that, well, I don't even know if I would say Monster Hunter Wild succeeded instead, because yeah, it sold a lot of copies, but that game's reputation is completely in the toilet. So, and then on the flip side, with Capcom, you have stuff like Street Fighter 6 or their old fighting game collections for the most part. There's a little bit of censorship in those games, I'm not going to lie to you. There's a little bit in some of them. But overall, the intention of preserving those old games, for the most part, is good, right? So they have... It's so annoying. Capcom's so annoying. They have great games, and then they put out dog shit, and then they promote the good games with more dog shit. It's like... If... Here's my thing, right? If I had Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos fuck you money, I would buy Capcom. Of all the companies that I would buy and privatize, I would buy Capcom, because Capcom's basically my favorite, right? Now, there are plenty of other good candidates for this discussion. Square Enix, Nintendo, SNK, I mean, for the most part, is majority owned by the Saudis, right? The IP for Skullgirls as well. Like, these are all things that if I had Elon Musk money, I would just say, I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to buy your entire company's shares. All of it. I'm going to buy all of it. I will be the majority stakeholder, and I will then privatize the company. Dude, the levels of based I would reach with Capcom games will never be matched by anyone ever. If I had Elon Musk money, I would make Capcom the best goddamn company on the planet. Easily. I don't even need the business acumen to just say, hey, that woke shit you're doing, get rid of that. Those woke people you've hired at Capcom USA, fire them all. And hire them with the people I want instead. I would save Capcom in a month. Everyone would want to buy my games if I did that. You'd buy whoever owns Queensblade to resurrect the franchise. Ooh, that's another good option as well. Senran Kagura from Marvelous. Marvelous, like, if I had the money, I could turn Marvelous around. I could turn Idea Factory around. I could just say, we're going all in on the PC marketplace. We're not doing consoles unless there's demand and conditions that they're not going to censor my work. If I had that kind of money, privatize them, put out the base shit, and just go from there. And you just rake in the money. Just add in the base shit. Take away the woke shit, the garbage shit, right? And you'd be golden. You would make it. You would have an infinite money printing machine. It's so easy. You just need Capcom to make games like Resident Evil 4, more like Resident Evil 4, and less like RE4 Remake, less like Requiem, less like RE8, RE7. Fucking, there was a whole fucking kerfuffle I saw on Twitter where some guy was like, hey, as a lifelong Sherry fan, Capcom, what the hell is this RE6 outfit for Sherry? And I'm like, well, if you're a lifelong Sherry fan, one, you would have already known that existed, and two, you wouldn't fucking complain about it, you big fucking baby. If you bought Square Enix, you'd make Nomura finish Kingdom Hearts so we can move on to something else. That'd be funny. Marvelous cross DMM collab would print millions? Boy, would it. Fuck's sake, man. The solution to these people's problems is so fucking simple, and yet they just won't do it. And here's the reason why. The reason why they won't do the simple solution is because they are publicly traded companies. People are allowed to buy shares of these companies, and therefore they're allowed to have a say in the company's direction. That is the death knell of a company, in my opinion. The reason Steam, for all its problems, for all of Steam's problems, the reason it's still probably the best PC platform right now is because it's private. It's privately owned. No one else can interfere with the operations of Valve except for, well, Valve itself and the law, basically. Otherwise, Steam is not beholden to anyone else. Except maybe the payment processors, but that's a whole fucking issue we can get into later. Judging from how the CEO of Square acted during that keynote, he's talking about Final Fantasy XIV, it seems the people in charge really do live in another world, oblivious. Yeah, they're completely oblivious, especially Japanese corporate culture. Oh man, disagreements in Japanese corporate culture are a big no-no, and that's why hardly anything gets done properly. Like, here's an example of shit that doesn't get done properly. Bandai Namco. I saw an interesting comment. Someone was talking about Evo Japan. God, I didn't even talk about the Daigo versus Mineral D thing. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But I wanted to get to this Bandai thing. Someone was commenting about Evo Japan because there was a tournament held for Gundam Extreme Boost Versus, which is an arcade like action arena fighting game with Gundam. It's like an actual arcade machine, right? Super popular in Japan. And only ever released in Japan as well. Except for like Extreme Boost versus like whatever. There was only like one version we got here in the West. I got the PS3 version from a friend of mine who's from Hong Kong. He gave it to me, which I'm very grateful for. You're leaving in 5 minutes. That was a nice stream. See you. Well, thank you for showing up, Doggo. I am going to wrap up very soon. I just wanted to say with Bandai. So the guy was saying, it's like, why is there a tournament being held with English commentary for a game that no one outside of Japan plays? And someone from Japan explained it's because Bandai Namco has no unity within the company itself. There are all these different departments that are basically competing with each other. Sony does the same thing. Sony has no unification between its own departments. They all compete against each other. Now, in some ways, that's good for like competition and like raising standards, but on the other hand, it means shit doesn't get done as easily as it should, right? So Bandai is probably the worst company, probably next to, I want to say, Square Enix, in terms of managing its different departments and actually getting the products that you need out the door at a reasonable price and reasonable availability and licensing and stuff like that. All these different fucking departments in Bandai, they're all fucking scattered. They're all not talking to each other. There's no communication. That's what someone in Japan explained. And I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. That really does make a lot of sense. Okay. We'll wrap up with the Daigo versus Mineral D thing. So I didn't get around to it because I got distracted by the game. Daigo lost 10-6 to Mineral D. The reason I wanted to do an analysis stream about that, I mean, never say never, right? But it's not looking likely on my end. But what I really appreciated when I saw Daigo playing is if you've watched enough matches with Daigo during his prime, you know what that look in his eye is. When he plays at his absolute peak, he has that look in his eye. He has that hunger behind his gaze. It penetrates so clearly. And I was actually reading some comments under one of Daigo's videos, and other people picked up on this as well. So they also know the exact same thing I'm talking about, right? And that fucking hunger from Daigo and the results that he got in that first half of the Kimono Michi, oh my god, dude, that was beautiful Street Fighter. It was perfect fucking Street Fighter. He had the perfect fucking spacing. His fireball game was perfect. His shoryus were fucking excellent. it the level of focus came out so clearly in that first half. It was fucking beautiful to watch. It was genuinely such a fucking honor to see that again from someone who's about to turn 45 this month. Oh man, that for a brief glimpse, we saw Prime Daigo again in that first to 10. It was fucking amazing. It was so good. I'm so glad we got to see that again, and I really genuinely hope Daigo can keep that going at least for a few more years, right? I think that was genuinely some of the best Street Fighter I've ever seen in Street Fighter 6. It's some of the best Street Fighter. When you think of like legendary Street Fighter sets, it's stuff like that from Daigo. That's just like fuck, man. It's just it was just fucking amazing. I was so proud to see him play like that again, and I really hope he does it again. Okay, just one moment. I'm gonna mute the microphone. All right, just some noise outside my room. I'll sort that out later. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. Uh, I don't know if anyone's still watching, but thank you again, everyone, for showing up to the stream. I will do more RE4 next week. So about the Friday stream for Pokemon Throwback, I'm considering doing some grinding off stream so that I can keep everything kind of like consistent, so that we're not just watching me grind all day, because I'm gonna be honest, when I grind I don't really have a lot to say, although maybe it might be easier. Might be easier for you guys for me to just read questions, because then I'd just be fighting Haunters and Ghastlies and stuff like that. But considering I have to level up 6 Pokemon, it might be better for me to do some grinding off stream. But I guess we'll see. Depending on what I'm doing this week. Because would I be able to grind 6 Pokemon in 2 days? I mean, if I did nothing else, I could, but I'm always doing something. I don't know. There will be a Pokemon stream on Friday, but if I'm still grinding, then I'll still do it. I'll still grind, but who knows? I'll see how I do. If I do some grinding, I'll continue the stream. If I'm not done with the grinding, I'll just continue it there. And then maybe by part 13 we'll be able to do the Elite Four. Okay, and for Saturday we are actually Saturday we might be pushing the Opie Bro stream back because Shane got sick recently, so I don't know if he'll be feeling better by then, so we're gonna have to play that by ear. But hopefully he'll be fine by then. If he's fine by Saturday, we'll stream. If he's not, then we'll push it back until he's better. And I can probably do more streams on this channel here if need be. And yeah, the DOA video, I haven't made progress on it yet, but not since the last stream anyway, but it will be done. It is progressing. I just need to make time to do it again. And yeah. Okay. That's all for announcements so far. Next Tuesday will still be RE4. This Friday will be Pokemon. This Saturday, had to play it by ear. And we'll see what happens this coming week and then next week. Okay. I'm going to log off now. You guys take care of yourselves. I'll see you on Friday. Don't rush the DOA vid. You'll patiently wait for peak. Well, thank you. It will be good. It will be done properly. But I obviously want to get it done sooner rather than later, if I can help it. Okay. If I have more to talk about by Friday, we'll talk about more on Friday. Okay. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Thank you for showing up to the stream. I hope to see you again in the next stream and the next stream after that, because I always enjoy talking to you guys. And take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Always apply critical thinking skills. Never forget critical thinking. It's extremely important. Doesn't matter what your beliefs are. It's extremely important to do that. Okay. I'm heading off for tonight. Thank you once again, and I'll see you soon.